All right, we are live. We are live. We are live. Hanging with the Dreamer with Post Profit with
Oh,
Kelsey. Thank you so very much, Kelsey, for being here. Thank you.
Hey, sure thing. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to Hanging with the Dreamer. Welcome to Dreamland Studios. I'm glad you're here. Have fun and let's just go, 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 go. And before I forget, which I never want to forget, I have a special treat for everybody that's coming on in right now. You are going to be listening to Post Profit. But before that, before I actually talk to members of the band and talk to Kelsey, enjoy everybody.
All is but quiet in this room. Be careful what you say now. The mirror staring back at you. It's not what you are. Question everything that's said out
part of the biggest music festival in Texas, Memorial Day weekend. HCA Healthcare presents Homegrown Music and Art Festival Memorial Day weekend. 515, Robert Creed's Project, Cooley Booley, Closure, All Night Amsterdam, King Baby, Gypsy Rose, The Weeds, Post Profit, plus Big X, Chaotic Justice, Bad Hatter, Gray Falls, and Joe Kane. Music News, Circus of the Dark, Rock Rage Radio, brought to you by the United Music Alliance.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
That was intense.
That was very intense.
Welcome to Dreamland Studios, man.
Yeah.
Never. I never try to scare anybody. I'm just
You're
being
good.
me.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it
Yeah.
going, everybody? Welcome.
Heck yeah.
Thanks for
Cool.
having us.
Absolutely, Kelsey. So would everybody like to introduce themselves and a brief little thing on what everybody's part is in this giant machine of music?
Sure. Yeah. Ooh,
Are you guys going first?
Matt, I'll go first. I present to you. Thank you. My name's Matt. I play guitar and I sing for Post Profit. And he is honored to tell you. Very honored to be here. My name's Nick. I play guitar, do other things
Awesome.
for the band, and we're really glad to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome.
And my name is Kelsey. I run a company called Medusa Media and Management, and I work with Post Profit behind the scenes.
Wonderful. Well, welcome one and all.
Kelsey's our mom.
Yeah, I'm their mom. Yeah.
Well,
Cool mom. Really cool mom.
so Kelsey, would you like to talk a little bit about what your firm is all about and how anybody can contact you? For anybody watching live, I know that we have live viewers right now, and also people who will see this on the rerun.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So like I said, I run Medusa Media and Management. We're a full service artist management company, and we work with, bands all over the United States, all over the world, to try to get them to where they're trying to go. So I was lucky enough actually to meet Post Profit and to meet these amazing guys. Really, they're fantastic. And they took a chance on our company when we had just started. And I like to think, or I want to say, that it turned into a really awesome relationship that we have. And we have a lot of fun doing it too. So I love these guys a lot, but I do represent a couple of other bands as well. And we are completely open for submissions. You can find it on our website. It's medusamedia.net. And that's where you can pretty much find who we are and how we work.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kelsey. So the Post Profit, would you guys like to break it down for the live viewers and right now, and for everybody who's going to see this on the rerun? What exactly is Post Profit all about? Break it down. The music.
What are we all about? Well, kind of looking at it. This is our life, man. We're broadcasting to you right now from our studio / house. Our whole house is stacked with gear all over the walls. It's a lot of stuff. We breathe music. We love making music that we like. So, I mean, we actually like our music because we get to use all of our favorite influences, you know, and basically just brew up this new thing that is our baby. I mean, it's hard to describe how it feels to, you know, write a song and then listen to it, and you listen to it and you're like, damn, we sound good, or damn, we suck, you know. I mean, either way, it's a very rewarding thing for us. We really love just playing music. I mean, making it, playing it, recording it.
We pretty much do it all the time.
All the time.
And if we're not recording or anything like that, we're either practicing or coming up with ideas. Like, we're pretty much 24/7 all into this. We talk every day. We talk with Kelsey every day. Literally,
we record other bands. We just recorded another band like a few days ago here in the studio, and it's the recording thing is kind of growing too for us. We're kind of getting our name out there as a decent studio in the area. There's really not much where we're from. We're from the piney woods up here in Texas. So
we did our whole album ourselves. We produced it ourselves. It was a 3-year process. We started here, we rented out a studio, recorded everything there, and came back and recorded here once COVID hit last year, and we ended up finally finishing the album. And literally just blood, sweat, and tears throughout the whole thing. So
the whole way. But right now we're still trucking, you know. I mean, we're done with our record. We're finishing up some production things for the record. We have a video we're shooting in a week from now. We already have probably 4 or 5 songs written for the next record. So we're still making new stuff as we go along.
Yeah. We're gonna keep the ball churning.
Yep. It's a full steam ahead kind of right now for us, which we're really thankful for.
Yeah.
After COVID stuff. So yeah.
And the album is 100% worth what it took. Trust me. Wait until you hear it.
Definitely worth the wait too.
Yeah. It's been I mean, I have a lot of people ask us why we haven't put much out, and hopefully people will see, you know, what's taken so long, and they probably won't even realize that we recorded this shit at home, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, but that's really what's taken so long, because, I mean,
we've been learning how to do this ourselves. Like, it's been a
trial and error, and we wasted money. We thought we were done with the record. Oh, yeah, we thought we were done with it about 3 or 4 fucking times. Next thing you know, we've re-recorded some of the same
sad songs 5 times, 16 times.
Yeah, 16 fucking times. But we were just constantly learning like little stuff that you just never really think about, like mic placement when you're recording guitars or drum tones or bass tones.
Or just even recording with different guitars.
Different
techniques of
different like vocal mics, all different techniques. We literally just submersed ourselves into learning all of this shit just so we could get this stuff out of our brains and onto something people can listen to.
And I think also actually we took our time to where we actually have a product that we're 100% proud of, as opposed to having something rushed and not done and us looking at each other like, oh shit.
Our initial release date for the record that we thought we were going to hit was January 2020. January
didn't happen.
So if we would have done that, it would have been a big mistake, because one of the main problems, we didn't have Kelsey back then. We would have just been hanging out, just free floating.
We didn't know what we were doing. We still honestly somewhat don't.
We're still learning.
We're still learning a lot.
We're still learning.
It's a constant thing as far as like learning and getting to that point, and still having to learn a lot of stuff in the process. And so it just never stops. So that's basically what we've been doing. And Kelsey has helped out a lot, because we were like, little chickens with our heads cut off. Before then, we didn't know what we were doing. Everybody was freaking out. Like,
we
how
play
we
music, we make music. We don't really know about the industry part of it yet. It's a lot to take in.
It's amazing though, because you will hear this record, not only the record, but you could hear some of the songs that are out now. And even when I first heard it, I could not tell. I thought you guys worked with someone. I was like, yo, who'd you work with? Like that producer is like on it for you guys, and you did it all yourselves, which is amazing to me.
It's also very tiring.
Yeah.
You ever seen memes on Facebook or whatever, or on TikTok, where they're always like, yeah, I think this is the final mix, and then they turn around and this is like
he went on to remix it 20 more times.
It was not the final mix
entirely and never release it.
Like,
we have a fucking graveyard of songs that we never finish.
We have ones called Final Z, Final, just parentheses with the track number on it and everything, and then putting final after that, and then it has a dot, it has a -001 or whatever afterwards. It's
what's kind of funny too is we've been using the free version of Reaper, and it's like your 1,500 day trial.
Yeah, like your 1,500 day trial is like Reaper is not free, and it has it in caps.
It's supposed to be like a 60-day free trial,
and then you go down and click
still evaluating.
Full record.
It only costs like $60 or $80, but we're just never
trucked along free. And that's all the times that it like actually like just shut off on us in the middle of tracking. Like,
right,
we would track the whole song, get down to the last part, and then
fucking save.
Shit,
maybe. Hope so.
Reaper.
Those lessons.
I use Reaper also. I get it.
I like it. Yeah. I like it a lot. I dabbed with it, and I started using it in 2014 when I had it on. Used to have an old Mac computer, which was like 2007, 2008. You couldn't update on it anymore. It was buffering while we were recording. I'd just be recording one guitar part, and it'd be like, like so.
We actually invented a new genre of music called click bop. Click bop, because it would click and bop and pop so many times throughout recording it. We literally, Matt would be sitting there mixing through the clicks and the bops, and we're all just sitting there.
It was a pain in the ass.
How the fuck can you do this? And then by like the second year of it, we could all hear the clicks and bops. We're like, yeah, that's a banger. And everybody's like, dude, what the fuck
is this shit? I mean,
it's hilarious.
It's once you get used to the process, it starts becoming muscle memory at that point, because we pretty much.
Woo. So Kelsey.
Oh man.
So what is your favorite part of what you do? What is your favorite part about your position in this machine of music?
Yeah, absolutely. I love being able to find bands or artists, it doesn't matter, that haven't been seen by anyone yet, and I'll never understand why. And Post Profit, for example, they had one song on their Spotify, and that song I kept listening to over and over before I even reached out to them, over and over and over again.
We're back.
Sorry.
So I was listening to that song over and over again, and I was like, number one, how is this not on like the editorial playlist and all that? But at the same time, how is this not being seen by so many more people? And once I got with the guys and once we started talking together and everything, I look like a once we started talking, it was really evident that not only do they make great music, but they're great people. And that's really, really hard to find in this industry. Just people who really are dedicated to what they do, but are also genuinely nice to be around is really something. So when you find that, you got to hold on to it.
Thank you.
I can't agree.
We know
more,
we're.
Jesse. I can't agree more.
I,
As a creator, as somebody who relies on the power of inspiration, like I do,
Mhm.
it's very important. It's like top priority to me to make sure that when am blessed enough to have people like that in my life, to embrace them and cherish them, because I don't know how many years I went without anybody,
Mhm.
and nobody heard me scream at night. Nobody heard me, you know, um, nobody to talk to, nobody to hear me. And yeah, I realize I don't mean to get out the conversation, the topic of post profit at all, but something you said really resonated with me. So anyway, so post profit, tell me guys, how does it feel to see your name and to see your band? It's going to be playing what is sure to be the hottest thing in Texas, the Homegrown Festival.
How does it feel?
How does it feel?
Fucking like a warm shower.
yeah.
Just like really warm shower. Like a.
It seems so surreal, honestly. Like it's one of those moments that we take in. I think one thing that we've learned to do all together, especially since COVID hit, was we just don't take any moments for granted. And
Yeah.
you know, to see where we started out and looking at our old videos and sitting there saying, "Damn, we suck."
Yeah, we used to suck really
yeah,
bad.
we used to suck really bad, and now actually like us being able to like and work together and have everything start working together now to where it's starting to gel. And you did it again. We're having a little trouble here with our camera.
It's ghetto.
It's ghetto. I ain't trying to stay straight. I'm so good.
I'll just hold it.
Just
It's all right.
just hold it. Yeah, just lean it back like that.
That's the
Yeah,
beauty
there we go.
about live
Yeah,
TV.
we're stoked though. We're actually
Very stoked.
That we'll be playing the Homegrown Fest. That'll be the last day. We'll be playing for like 5 days straight.
Yeah, we're gonna run that. We'll be on the
So
that's the last part of that run.
that's it. We're gonna give our last bit of energy we got, and then we're gonna go home. We're gonna get in bed. We're gonna probably put on some Netflix and
chill.
just
Chill.
sleep
Yeah.
after that, because 5 days of
Yeah, we're and honestly, like after COVID, whenever because we were playing like 2-3 years almost just straight every weekend during the week. Like we barely got any rest. We were also working full-time jobs at the time too, so we were just, but we still had the stamina to do it because we were just constantly going. And then
getting back into it
is like getting your sea legs, because and it
Yeah.
takes like 7-8 shows to get your sea legs, because after like one show a month, we'd be going home after that show and just be dead for like the next week and a half.
Turns out those muscles in your neck that you use to bang your head, you only really use them when you bang your head. So if you don't bang your head for a really long time and then you just start going at it and you're just over here just letting her rip, the next day you wake up and you look like SpongeBob. You can't even turn. You have to turn your whole body to look any direction.
There's a difference between neck muscles and when your neck is swollen from being in pain from headbanging.
They call it a bangover.
Bangover, yeah. Bangover. It's a thing.
That shit's real.
real.
Yeah,
Very-
yeah, it's very real.
It sure is.
Then especially if you're driving and then you have the head bang over and then you're driving and you're just sitting there
Oh, don't
in the
remind
seat
me.
and then you freaking bend down or something the wrong way and then you try to stand back up, you can't stand back up type of shit. You're like, oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna sit down here now.
That-
You have no control over the spasms and shit.
That and bending over. My dad says bending is overrated. Like that
Bending is over.
He has told me that for years and years, and I am starting to see exactly what he means.
We just started like really bending and just not using our knees at all. We're just going straight for the lower back. So hopefully that helps. No knees. We're just using put all the weight right on the lower back.
There you go.
I just want you guys to know you guys are getting some hearts right now, or maybe it's Kelsey, you know. But you guys are getting hearts. Hearts are coming your way. Hearts are coming your way. That's awesome. I'm happy to see that. That's cool. Thanks, everybody. That's cool. Unless, no. I couldn't pass that up.
Our final word on that is stretch your neck out, kids, before you go headbanging. Otherwise, you'll end up
with a bangover. And you're gonna want to get banged from the gas.
And on that note, stretch your neck.
Release I do.
I agree. 150%. I often tell myself that when I put on like, I don't know, like Bane or Ramstein or Udo or Doro or Lordy or Post Profit maybe. And yeah.
Ours is Loathe. Loathe is where I headbang like that. There's because I like to watch shows, but there's just a few bands, like very select few bands that I'll just straight up watch for, and Loathe is definitely one of them.
And which one's that?
A band called Loathe. They just put out an album called I Let It In, and it took everything back last year. And
okay.
Yeah, it's album of the year in my book. Like some of the best. Cool, like very, 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 very fantastic.
So on offload, I've got to ask this. I've got to ask this question here. Where does the inspiration and the passion and the conviction in the band's heart comes from when you guys are writing a song?
It's hard to pinpoint. I mean, if the best way I could describe the way we binge music, it's like School of Rock over here. We're constantly listening to music. We make a point to find new bands all the time. So our inspiration's always changing.
But I think a lot of it is also that whenever we're writing, it's whatever we're going through at the time. Like, I think on a lyrical standpoint of it, for sure, like every song on the album, it's crazy because we were just writing about like little experiences that we had that, we were all been going through in the process of even writing the album itself, and still to this day, honestly. But the way it is interpreted and the way it was written, it really just fits on with everything that's going on in the world today. And so it's very relevant, and it's kind of cool how basic it was when it started off, and then the meaning has just kind of evolved over time. And seeing that happen has been a really, really cool thing. So I think a lot of it is inspiration lyrically. It's just us, what we're going through at the time. And, that's the best time when you write your best songs. So, and then musically, we just jam everything. And whenever we have something, we write back and forth,
We've kind of found our own kind of unique groove for writing, and
there's definitely a lot of influences like from all over the spectrum that like we just mesh together, but at the same time it's us. It's something new, it's something fresh, and it's something that we've really put our heart and soul into to really put out there. and I think that everybody will actually enjoy.
We talk about it, about all of the sensitive things that, you know,
a lot of people don't want to talk about, and it's and I think it's a thing that the main phrase on this album that I think that is a big statement that I think everybody should look into is just the fact, just question everything. And I think this whole album kind of just represents, you know, seeing from a different perspective, you know, and actually being able to, you know, come to an understanding with yourself or with somebody else, as opposed to just keeping it at face value. And with the way things going on right now and the hate going on and nobody wants to listen to anybody, or the people just want to talk shit or whatever. And
we're trying to make, we're making our own closure in a way, because there's so many things in life you never get closure. You don't know why shit happens or whatever, and you just have to come to terms with it how you can, and we do it through music. I think every one of us in a band, you know.
Yeah, I think all of us have we've all put ourselves into it. Everybody has written an equal amount on the album and put their own twist on it, and it really represents who we are as Post Prophet and just every aspect of it. And so I think it's really cool how it's starting to show.
Yeah, I mean, and we touch on everything from relationships to death. I mean, anything in between.
Yeah.
Not really something that we necessarily always consciously think about. We're like, okay, let's write a really fucking deep song or anything. It's just whatever comes out that day, you know.
I think when people actually hear the album when it comes out, they'll kind of see the roller coaster that comes on with it. And
I agree.
And the ride that it will take you on, as far as all emotions and all feelings. There's times you feel happy, there's times you feel sad, there's times you feel pissed off, or just in any way possible, like any emotion. And I think it's going to be one of those things that people actually listen to it from front to back.
You know, I had somebody tell me, this kind of a side story, but it is about one of our songs, one of our more emotional songs that we have on the record. It's called Haunt Me, which you can expect to hear pretty soon. Mm-hmm. But they were telling me they were listening to Haunt Me out in their car, because we sent them, they're a really good friend of ours. It's not released, so we sent them like a secret version. Mm-hmm. But they said they were outside in their car listening to Haunt Me, and their father has been passed away for some years now. But he said when he was outside listening to it, he just felt something, and he looked at the house and the lights started flashing on his front porch and everything. And he said he just got a really weird feeling, like he could feel the presence of his dad or something, which to me, it was like, this really means a lot, because I've actually experienced the light thing whenever I had someone very, very close to me pass away. And I know exactly what he's talking about. So I really do believe in that type of stuff. And I think it's really just...
I feel like it's a real thing. And I feel like it's also something that, you know, a lot of people kind of ask that question and kind of try to look into that and see why, you know, that is happening. And just seeing it as a whole, as and being as tough as it is to lose anybody, especially anybody like super duper close to you.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we just wanted to capture that, and I feel like we really did with that song. I think when people hear it, the message will get across pretty easily.
Coming from a personal aspect too, like hearing that song for the first time, I mean, I know I cried in my car for sure, but I think it also kind of helps see, it's a little bit hard to talk about because we can't exactly say, but it helps to see the other side of things. So when people are, whether you're like going through a really hard time or you're in this depression or whatever, I think that sometimes it's hard to look in front of you to see the people that you're hurting. and or the people around you that just care about you. And because it's very like you're hurting yourself. So with this song, it kind of gave me a different perspective to what would happen if I wasn't here. Like, is this what my family would be saying, type of thing? And I think that that really is impactful. I think that's an amazing message for people to hear.
I mean, if we all probably have those thoughts of, you know, what if I wasn't here, or what if I took myself out? Suicidal thoughts. I mean, that's something that we all, I think, in this band have struggled with time to time. And I mean, just everybody, probably human. That's a human that's experienced life on this planet has, they probably had those thoughts, and we just want to say that you're like Kelsey said, it's exactly right. What would people say if you weren't here? And
it's a thing. It's a thing, especially for anybody that is on the edge to end it, pretty much end it all, and actually, like, if they actually have the opportunity to listen to this song and actually stop and think and see from a different perspective, I think that right there, the song served its purpose already. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why, you know, when we wrote it, it's crazy because, like, a lot of the songs on the album, we didn't necessarily knew what we were writing about, but
and
at the same time,
Haunt Me is 100% about our friends that committed suicide. I mean, so if you ever have that thought and that idea, that's exactly what it's about. So
that one was the more straightforward, just from the get-go. Like, it was already there.
We had a lot of friends pass away, like, in a really short amount of time, and
rapidly, honestly.
It was just like, what the fuck is going on, you know? So it's
a tough subject, but I think actually speaking out on it actually helps bring up the conversation to where it'll help other people get through what they're going through. And so that's my hope, that whenever it comes out, that everybody will.
And if anybody watching this show ever has a feeling like that, message our page. You can call us any fucking time. For sure. We'll talk to you about it. So anytime. Somebody's here to listen. Just saying, we are.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I am a firm believer in things happen for a reason. I am a firm believer that when the stars line up, and they line up like they line up, there's a greater reason than sometimes we can see with our eyes. And without really getting too much into it, since we're live, but I will say this: I hear you, and thank you for sharing all of that on the subject of the light, on the subject of an essence, a presence. I get it. My dad died.
To talk about.
Definitely not.
But it's important to talk about it, you know.
Yeah.
And I think with experiencing it so much in all aspects, it's actually we've been able to talk about it a lot easier through music, because when it comes down to actually going through it, it's really hard to really open up about it. And because you don't want people to think that you're dumb or you're overreacting, or it's just like whatever, like, instead of actually like feeling what's going on. And
there's no fear in release.
Yeah.
There's no fear in coming to terms with yourself. And there's no fear in trying to convey a message to somebody else, because what the message you're trying to convey is transformed your own personal life so much that you know it's real, because you're living in it. You're living with it. It's transformed you to who you are today. That's how real it is. You just want to share that with people, because think maybe, you know, I've got my voice matters too.
Mhm.
And it's you know what, it's everything you guys are saying is right on point. And see, here's the thing, you guys, when I listen to the music of Post Prophet and I lean back and I close my eyes, like, I have my morning meditation time. I get up and stretch and get some coffee, kind of go in my workspace and put on some music to chill, meditate, and then go where the spirit takes me. Um, as a creator, I, um, but I gotta tell you, when I listen to the music, and this is for everybody listening today, check this band out. Check out Post Prophet. When I'm meditating in the morning, I have my coffee and I'm kind of just firing everything up. The house is quiet, dead quiet, and you know, my the family pet is asleep, and it's my time. When I listen to the music of Post Prophet, and I've said that about 4 times, I know I got work on that, but my eyes, I close my eyes, and what I envision is truth. And what I envision is power. What I envision is the music of people that care about other people, the music of people that are trying to help and trying to let people know it's okay. That's what the way you feel it's okay. The way what you're going through. Take a few breaths, put everything to the side, you'll get through it. You're going to see. Stay centered, stay focused, and you're going to see what this lesson is supposed to teach you, because everything is a lesson. And that's what I receive. That's what I'm blessed with when I listen to the music of Post Prophet. So
Thank
if
Appreciate it, man.
That really does mean
that
a lot.
that means the
Thank
world
you.
for real.
if anybody that is watching this live now, and there are a few people watching, and if anybody that watches this on the replay, take the dreamer's word for it. The dreamer endorses Post Prophet,
Thank,
because
Thank
I
you.
bel
Thank
I
you.
believe I believe in this band, and I believe that the message that they are trying to push forward, that they are going to have an awesome opportunity pretty soon to play for a lot of people. Check this band out. Check out Post Profit for anybody watching live now, for anybody watching on the replay, and for anybody that has a friend to share this with. Tell your friend, check out Post Profit.
Do it.
The,
do it.
the,
We appreciate
mu-
the message.
the music is powerful, it's honest, and it's potent, and it's real. I'm a fan. And anybody who knows me knows that in order for me to be a fan of somebody else, there's got to be something very real attached to it, because I don't give up my heart that easy. Past lessons have taught me that. But you guys are phenomenal. and you deserve every single bit of respect and every bit of accolades that you get on your journey from before on forward from now. And I see, Sandra. Sandra's here. Hey, Sandra. I will check them out. Well, thanks, Sandra.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You really
Thank
do
you,
appreciate it.
Sandra.
Tell your friends.
This band's the real deal. And I've been, well, Sandra knows Sandra's here every week. And for the most part, thank you, Sandra. And you and Fruitcake Tony also. They're that the guests that I'm blessed to have are real and true and honest, and the way I know the music that I grew up on back in the day and the music I grew to now, that's the way it's got to be for me. You guys are the real deal. And Sandra says, welcome. Cool, Sandra.
Hell yeah.
The So let's talk about the Homegrown Festival.
Let's get into
How
it.
Yeah.
this is cool, man. This is cool. This is gonna be off the charts, and in a great way, in a great way. And I can't wait to hear all about it. I I the concept of me going out there for it did come up in a conversation I had with somebody. And unfortunately, I won't be able to. But this is what I told my buddy. And this is what I told my friend, my good friend. I said, even though I can't be there, I will be more than happy to talk to the bands at a later date that did play the festival. Send them my way.
Oh yeah.
Because I would like to see. I remember going to concerts growing up. The Led Zeppelins, the Pink Floyds, the Jimmy. Wishing I saw James Marshall, um, Hendrix. And all the way to more modern sounds like Jet Boy and Striper and Disciple, and and I remember thinking to myself, you know what? This is larger than life. This is larger than life. And then the stint that I had with my own band in the 90s, it was like, wow, Bullet Boys, Bang Tango. And I thought to myself, this is killer. Nothing gets better than this. And to meet Post Profit, to meet Kelsey, to meet the other bands that I have had the privilege to meet, I always love to hear about how everybody looks at all this stuff. So that leads me into the next question I have for Post Profit.
All right.
Connecting with all the people that will be there, how do you intend on doing that? Developing a strong connection with the audience, because now's the time.
Well, you got to hook them in.
Yeah.
So we'll probably play a couple of well-known covers to maybe build their trust. We were actually requested to do that because somebody, Jay, told him about a couple of covers that we do. So
we'll bring out some bangers. And I think also it's just like just going around and talking to people, you know.
Yeah,
we're not about being stuck up and just being in our own little bubble. Like we want to meet other people.
We're not the band that just hangs out by themselves and doesn't talk to anybody. We actually go out to the, we'll go out, talk to everybody, hang out at the bar or whatever.
We'll watch bands play.
We watch the bands. And they'll be like, literally, we've had people come up to us all the time. They're like, "Oh my God, you guys were just standing like out there or whatever." Like, yeah, we're like, yeah, that's what you do.
It's more than just playing and just like being a band. It's actually interacting with that whole and all the people in the industry that love doing that and actually coming together.
We really like to do that. One of the things that we do to like get in, like make friends with the other bands, we like to stand directly front and center of the stage with like a notepad and a pen and act like we're sitting there taking notes, like sit there and just every time they like any mess up, we'll just shake our head and pretend to write something down.
True story.
They love it.
These guys really don't need to try, though. They don't need to hook them in. They don't need to do anything. Their live show is absolutely phenomenal. I've never seen it in person, but I can say that. And it's phenomenal. And then their personalities are phenomenal too. So it's not even like you're trying.
We have like stage demons or something, but you can usually expect something funny to happen on stage.
Something funny always happens. Whether it's me busting my ass or
I was gonna say Matt falls a lot.
A lot. I mean, I was only like 2 shows. I mean, after that, I got my sea legs back. That goes with the whole sea legs thing. I guess I don't know.
He literally had sea in his legs.
I rate the whole experience a C.
A C. You're so punny. Oh my God.
No.
We love puns.
We're all about them. We actually say a lot of them on stage too.
We do. Most people are probably like, "What the hell?" But yeah, and then when we're on stage, we try to interact. Like we are always interacting with the crowd. So like from off stage, we do all that stuff. We hang out with everybody. We freaking criticize other bands. We take notes. And then we get up on stage and we just start yelling at people. We just tell them.
We start yelling at
people.
Say,
"Get the fuck up right now! No more excuses. Go." And we're best friends.
And then the rest was history. And then I busted my ass.
And then Matt busted
I already know I'm not gonna live that one down, so it's just better to make fun of yourself at this point.
That shit was hilarious.
It's on TikTok if you want to watch it. Anybody?
Yeah, it's on TikTok.
It's on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok, and you'll see
TikTok.
Dumb shit.
We let it all hang out on TikTok.
I've seen some TikTok videos. I haven't gotten into TikTok myself, but I have seen a few.
It's a good time. If you have hours to waste every day of your life,
yeah, pretty much.
Get sucked into making videos.
It's easy to get sucked into that shit, for real. Easy.
But I will say it is a pretty good platform, like for just getting new people to
just interact with new people.
We do music related stuff, and now we do
dumb related shit.
Dumb shit. And there's somebody that like we actually had another person or another band could tell us, they were like, "Yeah, dude, sometimes I just watch your TikTok videos on repeat all day." Like, that's kind of weird.
Just a little bit, but I mean, hey, that's the vote, right? I mean, there are some that we've made that I've definitely watched again because
we actually probably most of those views are just us.
Just us two. Just us two.
We're the TikTok guys. Jordan actually got
me. Jordan got in TikTok. Got him into TikTok, and he got me into TikTok. And then our drummer says, "Fuck TikTok." So,
yeah.
But he is on because we have our band one, we have our personal one. He is on my personal one doing some dumb shit. So if you want to see our drummer do some dumb shit, go to my personal one. So
I've got to ask this: who does or who helps out the band with your video creating videos, mastering, and mixing down videos and
We have
adding
a really
graphics?
good
And
we have a really good guy. His name's Thomas Crane. He has a company, Kill Devil
Films.
He's from Florida. He could make a movie. You know, I mean, he could.
Yeah.
Our bass player just showed up.
But Thomas, he actually does. He has like other stuff that he does besides music videos. He has a dub that he did for Home Alone, and it's like, what if Home Alone was a horror movie? And so the trailer is like, if Home Alone was a horror movie, and it's so genius. Like
it's genius as shit.
He's twisted up. He's demented. There's something wrong with that dude, and we absolutely love him.
We love every bit of him.
Creative genius, and yeah, we're flying him in. He lives in Florida. We're flying him in.
He's shooting our next music video
on the 14th, May 14th.
Yeah.
So this coming week, he's coming in.
We
got a couple actors and an actress coming in from LA, and we're doing a freaking big shoot with Thomas, and we're gonna let Thomas just do his thing. He's a director. We give him the idea, and he literally he's like, this is how you make this idea actually work in a video.
Yeah. He kills it. He's helped us out a lot, and so I think honestly it was a big change.
so who would that be sitting behind you?
The middle of last August.
In the dead
heat of summer, it was like 120 degrees in this fucking warehouse. He's in there just going at it, just sweating, just working harder.
I swear to God, it was 180 on top of that silo.
Yeah.
It was 250 on the ground.
It was hot.
He was having to go up high. Like, we were in this really sketchy building shooting a video. He had to go way up higher than we were and everything. Like, he was doing risky shit.
He was sitting there just dangling his legs off.
Yeah, I mean, he was
just chilling.
doing
some yeah, fuck that.
But
not a huge on the heights. Not the hugest.
Kill Devil Films. They actually he works with a lot of really good bands, and a lot of bands.
He works with our boys in Surrender Stella too.
Surrender Stella. Yeah, he worked with Jay. Jay actually done a video with him too. But yeah, he's awesome.
He's good peoples. He's really good peoples.
We're super glad to have found him and be working with him. He's legit.
We hit it off from the get-go. Literally from the get-go, we hit it off. So he's awesome, and I can't wait to shoot this next video with him.
We'll be hopefully working with him a lot more, and maybe one day we'll have a little more money. So, because I know if Thomas and us had a big budget, we could make some
big shit,
big stuff, scary shit, funny shit, whatever we wanted. I mean,
the above.
But yeah, he's fantastic. Look him up, Kill Devil Films. Go watch that trailer alone. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Stay.
So
Gonna take my spot, Jordan.
Oh gosh. We just gotta not bump the table.
So who would be sitting right beside you?
I'm Jordan.
Hey Jordan, welcome to the show. I'm the Dreamer, man.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too, Jordan. So what do you do? What is your part in this musical monster post?
Mainly bass guitar, backup vocals, help quite a bit with writing, and yeah, and housekeeping.
Yeah.
We all gotta do it, man.
Yeah.
We all gotta do it.
Take a second. Speaking of housekeeping, we're about to have to clean the house because guess who's having a birthday party tonight?
Our drummer.
Yeah, Zach's
all right
right now, but it's our drummer's birthday tonight. We're gonna freaking hopefully surprise him with a bunch of people that he's not expecting to see. So
it'll be a good night. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
So where are you guys broadcasting from right now?
We're broadcasting from our studios in Longview, Texas, Tulip Lane Studios.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
which is on Tulip Lane.
It's on
Road.
Tulip Lane. You see, we've got really creative from that.
Yeah.
It's on Tulip Lane, so we called it Tulip Lane. She got a big booty, so call her Big Booty.
Oh man. Yeah.
Well, you guys got a party to go to tonight, but before that, I just wanted to ask some gear questions. Let's talk about some guitars. Let's talk about the sounds. What are the tools of the trade that everyone uses to construct the magnificent masterpieces in which is Post Profit?
Ooh. Well, I think one we'll go with is we use combo amps. From as long as I've been playing with other bands and stuff, I've been used to using 412s and half stacks and all that shit. And then when we started Post Profit, we were really intrigued with combo amps, and so we
Happy birthday to you, gentlemen. Thanks, Sandra.
Thank you very much. I'm speaking for Zach right now. He's here in spirit.
On his behalf.
On his behalf. But yeah, we use pretty much all Fender except Nick uses a Vox AC30. And he uses a EVH 212 cab. But I use a Fender 72 Deluxe with the double humbuckers. The guitar I have next to me right now is actually Nick's, and it's been recorded for like I think 85% of the album was recorded on this guitar. Sounds fantastic, plays fantastic. Yeah, it's pretty much it's the whole album. A lot of the 95% of the album is on this guitar. So, and it sounds fantastic. But and Jordan, do you want to talk about bass?
Yeah, I'm playing out of a Fender Bassman 810 Neo cabinet. It's a big one, not as heavy as the rest of the big ones, which is kind of nice. My head is a Dark Glass Alpha Omega 900. 900 watts.
Cannot go wrong with
power, it. A solid state power with distortion and compression both built into the amp itself. And then my guitar is a Sub Sterling by Music Man.
Cool.
Recorded pretty much like 99%.
Pretty beefy guitar. Definitely will probably switch to a passive guitar later on, but it's active as fuck.
Yeah. So there's two strings that are the only ones on it.
Yeah. Our last show, I kind of went ham on the last song and broke a couple of strings, acting kind of stupid. So we played an encore and a half with only two strings on my guitar.
Yeah, that was. But I mean, and we all use pedals. We go analog pretty much. We use Boss, Earthquaker devices, Electro-Harmonics, Shure wirelesses, MXR, Earthquaker devices, pretty much the whole 9 yards.
All of us got the wahs.
Yeah, we all use wahs. We use a lot of chorus. Gives us that like alternative sound that we're looking for.
Everybody's got some sort of octave driver on their stuff.
Yeah, and when we go sludgy, we like to go heavy sometimes. I think a big for me personally, and I think it kind of shows in some way with our heavier stuff. I'm a really big fan of Norma Jean, and so the sludginess and the heaviness, we don't care about the stigma of, if we're too light or we're too heavy or if we're a metal band or whatever the hell. We just fucking do it. So
mostly analog because of the authentic sound, I guess. We want to be as authentic and as least synthetic as possible.
Yeah. Pretty much everything you hear on the record is you hear it live. Pretty much it's pretty much live. I mean, we do different stuff live. We just kind of let it go wherever we want to. So you'll probably hear different stuff live from the actual song, but as far as recording and everything, we recorded it straight in, mic to amp, into pedals, and just recorded it left, right, basic. And everything pretty much we don't really use tracks or anything like that. It's all straightforward. We did use a click because sometimes you got to. I mean, sometimes you don't have to, and we probably.
You want to tell them about Zach's gear?
Yeah. Since Zach ain't here and we're all drummers, and me and Zach have literally been doing this since 2 years old together. I'll tell you about his kit right now. He's playing a D-drum reflex kit. Yeah, we restained it and everything, and put like a whole wood stain on it, put some lacquer on it. Looks nice.
I will show them the big floor tom.
Show the big floor tom. So what we did is one thing that we like a lot as far as when we go to shows, and everybody's like, oh, buy us, we will buy you a shot or whatever. We like Jameson Irish whiskey. And so whenever we got the 18-inch floor tom done, we did a little if you can see
look
it.
At that. That's tight.
Got a little it's a little faded from time and wear and tear, but you can still kind of see it a little bit. Somewhat.
That's really nice.
Really cool.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
So before we end, you guys, it's about that time. So tell me, who would you like to give a shout out to?
Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Circus of the Dart. Shout out to all of our Houston homies, all the bands from top to bottom. There's so many to name. Shout out to Benusa and Kelsey for being awesome and helping us out and kicking ass and taking names. Yes. And shout out to our boys Into Whom It May from Galveston. Giving y'all a shout out. Love you dudes. And ready for that new music. Anybody else?
You
hit them all.
A lot of them.
And if there's anybody else that we forgot, I do apologize. But yes, you have not been forgotten.
Shout out to Zach because it's his birthday tonight.
Awesome.
Happy birthday, Zach. You'll probably watch this and be like, oh, I love you guys. We'll see.
Happy birthday, Zach. Definitely. Well, you guys, it's about that time. I just want to thank Post Profit for coming on the show, stopping by Dreamland Studios today. Kelsey and Honor.
Thank you.
Kelsey. Thank you for having us, man. It was awesome.
Sorry I wasn't punctual, but I'm glad I could make the tail
I'm glad you made it too, man. I'm glad you made it too. And I hope to speak to you guys again. And I have a video to play real quick before I end. But guys, hang out. I will be right with you. All Thanks for being here, everybody. Post Profit.
Thank y'all.
Check them. Buy their music. Buy their merch.
Do it.
Support the band. Support the band. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.